everyone, it's me again. I am fresh off of work and I decided to film another video. This time I'm going to be doing 50 questions you've never been asked. And I'm actually, yes, I'm reading off a piece of paper because I'm using my phone to record, just because I like the way my phone records better than my actual camera. It's a little bit more HD, and that's just how I like it until eventually I'll get a new camera that records a lot better. So until then, we're using my phone. So anyway, we're just going to jump right into this, and we're going to get these 50 questions asked and answered, and we will see how long that takes. So number one is, what's your favorite candle scent? I have a lot of favorite different scents when it comes to candles. I can't really choose one. I like really fruity scents. And so I don't really use candles at my house, so I guess I would say my favorite scent would be for like a Scentsy. I just buy it at Walmart, little cubes. It's like sugar to melon or something like that. Now the next question is, what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? What female celebrity? I don't like a lot of female celebrities. Female celebrity. Well, I guess I can just go with like my favorite actress, and that would be Meryl Streep. I know she's like a lot older than me, but she's like an amazing actress, and I think she's really cool. I think she'd actually be like really relaxed and really fun to hang out with, so I'm gonna go with Meryl Streep. And what male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Okay, now this is a tough one because I don't really like many male celebrities. If I had to choose one, a good one. Denzel Washington, because I really like how he acts, and I just think him too would also be like really relaxed and really good to hang out with. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? That's a tough one. I'm 22 now, so maybe I'm just gonna say, kind of do a range. Maybe by the time I'm 30. Who knows? Number 5 is, do you know a hoarder? Do I know a hoarder? Personally, I don't know any hoarders. No, I don't. Can you do a split? No, and I'm really not even going to try. Number 7 is, how old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? I want to say I started learning when I was about 5 or 6. And the funny thing is, like, I would ride in front of my parents' house out on the gravel road that was in front of our house. And to make it look like I was riding, I don't know why I ever did it, just because I was a creative kid and I wanted them to think I was riding my bike. I know they didn't, though. Now that I'm older, I just, like, think back on it, I'm like, wow, I was really stupid. I would, like, push my bike and, like, throw it and let it go, and just so it would go on its own. And I don't know why. When I was little, I just thought that they would think that I was riding a bike. So I'm going to say around 5 or 6 I finally learned how to ride a bike. Number 8 is, how many oceans have you swam in? Only one, and I live in Washington, so insert map here. I live in Washington, so I'm going to safely say the Pacific Ocean. Number 9, how many countries have you been in? Sadly, I've only been to one. I live in the US, so hopefully as I get older, I'll be able to travel more and go to different countries. I really want to go to Europe. I think Europe would be really fun. 10 is, anyone in your family in the Army? Yes, actually was. My grandpa, he was in the Marines, I want to say. I think he was in the Marines. Number 11, what would you name your daughter if you had one? If I had a daughter, her first name would be Leticia. Don't ask me why, I've always just been in love with that name. And number 12 is, what would you name your son if you had one? If I had a son, if you're hearing that, it's my dog scratching at his collar and his little tags are jingling back and forth. If I had a son, I don't know, I've really liked the name Chris. Chris or Christian, well, Christian, but yeah, I really like the name Christian. Number 13, what's the worst grade you got on a test? The worst grade you can get, an F. Number 14, what was your favorite TV show when you were a child? I had so many. Like, I liked, like, all the 90s, like, cartoons, like Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats, Real Monsters. There were so many that I liked and I loved to watch. And then, like, I used to, like, really love watching That's So Raven. That's So Raven was my favorite. I'll say That's So Raven is my favorite. Final answer. And what did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? 8, I want to say I was in kindergarten by that time, so I'll say around that age. I specifically remember dressing up as a blue M&M, and my dad taking me to the carnival and pumpkin contest at school, and we entered into the jack-o'-lantern contest, and ours wasn't even a jack-o'-lantern. It was just a pumpkin that I shoved Mr. Potato Head pieces into, and I won first prize. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? No, I've only watched the movies. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Well, I currently have an American accent, so I think it'd be kind of fun to have a British accent. Did your mother go to college? No. Are your grandparents still married? Yes, both ends of my grandparents are. On my dad's side, well, I guess no, since on my dad's side, my grandma passed away, so it's just my grandpa now. And on my mom's side, they are still married. And on my stepmom's side, they're separated too because her dad is dead, and so the mom's alive. Yeah. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No, I've never really been into sports, not even since I was little. My dad tried getting me into t-ball, and no, I wasn't really into it. I was the kid out in the field picking grass and throwing rocks and picking up pine cones and sitting on the ground and just playing with the grass. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? I don't know him personally. What's your first amusement park you've been to? The first amusement park? Enchanted Forest in Oregon. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? My first instinct is to say Spanish because where I live in Washington, anywhere you go, there are always Spanish-speaking people. But actually, I'm really into French. I would really love to be able to speak French fluently. I think that'd be really funny. Venus, your tail is in my camera shot. It's like, no, I'm just gonna stay right here. Okay, so where was I? Do you spell the color as gray, G-R-E-Y, or gray, G-R-A-Y? I've never really noticed. I'm pretty sure I spell it G-R-E-Y. Is my father bald? No, he's not. My dad still has his hair. Do you know any triplets? No, but I do know a set of twins. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Actually, I really like them both. Titanic... I'm gonna say I like Titanic better. I've always loved that movie ever since I was younger. I love just the story of it, and I just love the romance. The Notebook, it's just kind of like been there, done that. All of those movies are the same to me. Have you ever had Indian food? What kind of Indian are we talking? Dot or the feather? Because I am Native American, and I haven't had too much. I've had fry bread. Fry bread's pretty good. But no, I have not had dot food, no. Sorry if that's racist at all, but no, I have not. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant? Okay, well, my favorite food is hamburgers, so I'll probably have to say Red Robin. Because I really love burgers. Burgers are like one of my favorite foods. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Duh, who hasn't? Do you belong to any warehouse stores? Costco, BJ? No, I don't. I work at... Oh, wait, no. Do you belong? I guess that means am I a member? No, I'm not. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know. We've never had this conversation. I don't know. If you have a nickname, what is it? I have a few. Like, my cousin, when I was growing up, would always call me O-Dog. And I have people who would always call me Owie. Owie's like a current one, so that one's kind of stuck for a while. Oh, and I also had another one. My brother's wife calls me Owen Gabowen, and she still calls me that to this day. Get away from my camera. Who's your favorite person in the world? My favorite person in the world. Well, if we want to talk my absolute favorite, it was my Aunt Viola. My very favorite person in the world, and sadly she passed away last year, and I miss her terribly. But yeah, she was my favorite person. Would you rather live in rural areas or the suburbs? I live in rural. Who else has problems saying that word? I live in a rural area right now, kind of small town, but I'm like out like in the country. So I want to say rural because I grew up in the suburbs and I never really liked it. Can I whistle? Yeah. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No, I don't anymore. I stopped that. Do you eat breakfast every morning? I've recently gotten into breakfast. I used to never really eat breakfast at all, but lately I've gotten into it, and my favorite breakfast food is wheat toast with peanut butter, 9 slices of banana, and honey drizzled over the top. Do you take any pills or medication daily? Yeah, I do. Actually, they're all like natural. I take a green tea pill, I take a melatonin at night, I take biotin, I take vitamin C, and I take an over-the-counter allergy pill. And Tylenol or whatever if I have a headache. What medical conditions do you have? None that I know of. How many times have you been to the hospital? I'll say a few, a handful. I think I can probably count all the times I've been to the hospital on one hand. So I'll probably say maybe about 3 times. Or we caught like in a hospital in general, or times I've been admitted. If I've been to a hospital, I've probably been 5 or 6 times, just been to a hospital for different reasons. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, I have, and it is so cute. Dory's my favorite. Where do you buy your jeans? Well, it depends. I'm not one of those people that likes to spend a lot of money on clothes, and so like I'll buy my jeans at like Aeropostale, and like I buy my jeans for work at JCPenney just because they're cheaper, and you know I just have to buy whatever. So I'm gonna say yeah, I mainly buy like my jeans that I actually wear like at Aeropostale. What's the last compliment you got? It was actually today. I just bought this new shirt for work, and a girl said that she really liked my shirt. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Depending on what it is, I do. I know lately I've been having a lot of nightmares. What flavor of tea do you enjoy? The last tea that I bought was a green tea, and it's a hot tea. And it was like citrus melon, I think, and that was really good. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Let's see, I own my black boots, my tennis shoes, my work shoes, my Calvin Kleins. Do slippers count? So like 5 pairs of shoes. What religion will you raise your child to practice? I currently don't practice a religion. So if I have a kid, I probably won't force them to practice any religion. You know, I'll wait for them to grow up and let them find a path of their own. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I was like 8 or 9, and it was just kind of brought out to me that he wasn't real. Didn't really kill my childhood, but I was like, whatever. And the last question is, okay, so I got these questions off of Tumblr, just because I was looking for a random ones to do, and it's why do you have a Tumblr? I'm not gonna tell you why I have a Tumblr, and I'm not even gonna give you my Tumblr name or address, so we're just not gonna get into that. So anyway, that was my 50 questions. What is it titled? 50 questions you've never been asked. And actually I have been asked a few of those questions, so that's not true. I just did this so you guys would kind of get in-depth information about me and what I'm like, and things that I like to do, things about my past. That's really the reason why I did it. I thought it'd be kind of fun, and I just wanted to post a new video. So anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. Thumbs up this video, subscribe, comment if any of these questions. Let me know your personal experiences and share stories with me. I'd be happy to know. And yeah, until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.